Only one outcome will preserve core precedents rather than smash them into bits in a fit of partisan rage because one party still cannot accept the American people's choice in 2016. It could not be clearer which outcome would serve the stabilizing, institution-preserving, fever-breaking role for which the United States Senate was created, and which outcome would betray it. The Senate's duty is clear. The Senate's duty is clear. When the time comes, we must fulfill it. Now, Mr. President, I understand there are 3 bills at the desk due a second reading in block.
The clerk will read the titles of the bill for the second time on block.
All
HR
right.
397,
So,
to amend the Internal Revenue Code of 1986.
how old is Mitch?
And so forth, and for other purposes.
That's a good question.
HR 1759.
I can look that up in a second.
An act to amend Title III of the Social Security.
But what I will say, all right, so here, cold in Ohio, but I have a roof over my head. That's what's up. I agree. That's where it's at. Roofs over your head in the cold. That is definitely needed. So last night, also Donald Trump was at a rally in Michigan, a Trump rally in Michigan, and he was talking, and he wound up speaking about the longest sitting congressman ever. And he was talking about a story about his, because we are waiting to hear from Pelosi and a couple of other people. And he was talking about a story about this woman who's now a congresswoman, her husband who had just passed in February. Debbie Dingell is her name, and he made some pretty outrageous comments. And I just kind of want to get like your take on these comments, because either way, I feel like this should have never been said, in my personal opinion. And I know that this is a soundbite that you're probably going to hear all day, every day, for the next like 2 weeks, even couple months. But I do think it's important to talk about and see what the situation is, because it did happen last night. And we're just going to roll the clip, and then you're going to tell me what your thoughts on it are.
Then you have this Dingell. You know Dingell from Michigan? You know Dingell?
Oh, this is not the exact one. I want to get the one from last night. I was wondering why it looks so different. So this is the one from last night.
Then you have this Dingell. You know Dingell from Michigan?
Whoa.
You know Dingell? You ever hear of her, Michigan? Debbie Dingell, that's a real beauty.
Guys.
So she calls me up like 8 months ago. Her husband was here a long time. But I didn't give him the B treatment. I didn't give him the C or the D. I could have. Nobody would have, you know. I gave the A+ treatment. Take down the flags. Why are you taking them down? For ex-Congressman Dingell. Oh, okay. Do this, do that. Rotunda, everything. I gave him everything. That's okay.
Absolutely,
I don't want anything
boss.
I don't need anything for anything. She calls me up. It's the nicest thing that's ever happened. Thank you so much. John would be so thrilled. He's
Listen.
looking down, he'd be so thrilled. Thank you so much, sir.
Now, he just said, looking down, this is supposedly Debbie Dingell, the wife of the congressman, his wife, talking to Trump, right? This is like what she's saying. She said he'd be looking down so thrilled because Trump claims that he lowered the flags to half staff once this congressman, the longest sitting congressman, by the way, in American history, died. And so she just said to him, you know, he's looking down and he's so grateful.
I said, that's okay, don't worry about it. Maybe he's looking up, I don't know.
He just said maybe he's looking up. Basically saying that the man is in hell. Now this man is a war veteran, a lifelong politician. It's just that's not true. That's not true, Andrew, and I'll explain why. Because the President of the United States in situations like that do not lower the flag. Congress does. Congress lowers the flag, not the President of the United States. Just making that clear. So that's pretty. It's pretty interesting that he said that he did it. So I mean, say what you want, but it's really kind of interesting. I think
of a foreign power in our elections, not for the good of the country.
Let's go
to
to
benefit himself personally. The articles also charge
let's go to
that
Schumer.
the president obstructed Congress in the investigation of those matters. Together, these articles suggest the president committed a grave injury to our grand democracy. The conduct they describe is very much what the founders feared when they forged the impeachment powers of the Congress. The founders, in their wisdom, gave the House the power to accuse, the Senate the power to judge. We are now asked to fulfill our constitutional role as a court of impeachment. Now that the House of Representatives has impeached President Trump, the nation turns its eyes to the Senate. What will the nation see? Will the nation see what Alexander Hamilton saw? A body of government with confidence enough to preserve, unawed and uninfluenced, the necessary impartiality? Or will the nation see the Senate dragged into the depths of partisan fervor? The nation just witnessed how the Republican leader sees his role in this chapter of our history, demonstrating both an unfortunate descent into partisanship and demonstrating the fundamental weakness of the president's defense.